and welcome to Rathods IAS. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 24th March 2024. So here we are taking Delhi edition of Hindu, and in this PDF, we are going to pick out the articles which are relevant from our examination point of view. After taking articles, we are going to see in different dimensions. And apart from that, we are also going to connect a single topic with multiple subjects in your UPSC syllabus. So if you want to know which articles are relevant or not, you have to know your syllabus. So whenever you are starting your day of your preparation, start with by hearting UPSC syllabus. So this is the one request and from my side, okay. So now let us see the front page. And one more announcement I want to make here is, so already you know that we started our offline branch in Hyderabad in Ashok Nagar. So here admissions for the new batch for 2025 had been started. So if you want to have this offline coaching, so come and have the admission. So admissions are going on, admissions are in progress, and we have a very limited capacity, and it is based on the first come first serve basis. So come and take the admission, and I will be available in the office from morning 9 o'clock till evening 6 p.m. Okay. Yeah, now let us see the front page of our Hindu. So I see like only one article which is very important from our examination point of view. But this topic is not seen directly in your syllabus, but indirectly this article is important. So tomorrow is Holi festival, right? So Holi, it is the festival of colors. So what are the colors you are using? Try to use natural colors. So that is the gist of this article, okay? So myriad hues for festival of colors in a non-toxic way. So recently Department of Chemistry of Nagaland University, they developed colors, and these colors, they are made up of extracts from indigenous plant species. So whenever we are using this natural color, so it will be environmentally safe, and even it will be very helpful for our protecting of health. Okay, so they are 100% safe alternative to chemical laced pigments used during this Holi festival. Okay, so this is about this topic, and especially children who are playing this Holi, so try to make them ensure like you should not use like chemical based. So even if you are not getting this type of non-toxic chemicals, at least use this beetroot juice or some green leafy vegetable juice to play this Holi, so that will be safe. Okay, so this is the first article, and if you move on, so in the city page I found nothing much important, and today is Sunday, there is nothing much articles which are present in our newspaper. So I am going to complete this analysis by 35 to 40 minutes, that's it. Okay, so in this states page, yes, there are some articles which are important. Here you can see this article. Title says, Kerala moves Supreme Court as President withholds assent for 4 bills. So there is a tussle which is going on between states and as well as center, and one such area is passage of bills. So now let us see this article in detail. So this article is important from GS paper to under polity. So it is about passage of bills. So this article is important from GS paper to under polity. In polity, in your Lakshmikant book, you will be studying this Parliament chapter, right? It is very lengthy. So in this Parliament chapter, you will be seeing this process of passage of bills. So I will give you just like what is the process in this passage of bills. And actually the present topic is related to state legislature. Okay. So now let us see this topic in detail. So in states, we have either unicameral or bicameral. Unicameral means nothing but we have only one house, that is State Legislative Assembly. Bicameral means we have State Legislative Assembly and as well as Legislative Council. So what happens here is, in this passage of bills, so let us assume this is as a bill. So first of all, this bill will be placed in House. And in House, we will go for discussions, debate and voting. So after voting, so if this bill is passed, then that bill is placed before Governor for assent. Okay. And Governor, he has some choices, like he can give the sign or he can reject. Okay. He can hold the bill for President assent. So the issue here is, Governor, he reserved the bill for assent of President. That means this bill go to our first citizen of our country, that is POI, President of India. And President is having the options like he or she can give the assent, can reject the bill or withhold the bill. So this withholding of this bill is happening with this President now. So what is the step taken by this state government here? State government filed a petition in Supreme Court regarding withholding of 4 bills. So this is the background that you have to know. So here you have to know like process of passage of bill. Like first reading, second reading, third reading, etc. Passage of bill. Okay. Process of passage of bill. And the second one you have to know is powers of President. Powers of President and as well as Governor in passage of bill. And third one is, you have to see what is the controversy which is going on now. Okay, what is the controversy which is going on now? So these are some important dimensions that you have to see. And even from mains point of view, you can get a question like, what is the impact on center-state relations if the bill has not been passed by the President? So how it is going to affect federal structure? How it is going to affect federal structure? So these are some important things that you have to know from this article point of view. Clear? Yeah, now let us move on to next topic. Here I found this article very useful to write a case study or example, because people with disabilities are seen highly in news, and we know like they are facing lots and lots of challenges. Okay, so for those challenges, yes, we will be giving some measures. Okay, so this article is talking about one important portal, that is Disha Divyang Suraksha program. So this is the program of Andhra Pradesh state. So this program, it is launched by Visakhapatnam City Police, and this program, it is focusing to help visually challenged and hearing impaired to lodge a proper complaint. Okay, to lodge a proper complaint. So here in this way, so we can use this article as a case study like, so if you want to improve the access of services to these people with disabilities, we can come up with this type of initiatives which came up by the recent AP government, that is Disha Divyang Suraksha program, which deals about complaint friendly environment with this PWDs. Okay, so this article is very important, and here you can think some dimensions like people with disabilities. So this is about people with disabilities. So this topic is important from GS paper to under society and from social issues point of view. So here you have to see like examples of peoples with disabilities, and you have to see like what are the challenges, for example in education wise, in health wise, in economy like financial assistance wise, okay, and even social, from society point of view, what is the impact they are facing, okay, like sexual harassment, and especially they are facing discrimination, and even they are not getting proper employment opportunities also. Okay, so these are some challenges which are mainly faced by these people with disabilities, and you have to see like what are the measures can be taken. Okay, and you have to see like what are the steps already taken by government, and how government is making service accessible for these people with disabilities. And you can see like what are the schemes government came up to support these people. And you have to see what are the recent developments for these people, like this Divyang portal, okay, Divyang program, Disha Divyang Suraksha program. So these are some important dimensions that you have to see from this article point of view. And now let us see next topic. Winter season lacks bite in Munnar as frost gives hill station a miss for the first time in 20 years. So what happens? So in this hill station Idukki, so this is located in the state of Kerala. So the first time from last 20 years, so this year there is no frost. Okay, so it is mainly affecting the tourism of this region. So now let us see this topic. So here you have to focus on one keyword, that is frost. So you have to understand like what is this frost. To understand what is this frost, you have to know what is this condensation. You have to know like what is the process of condensation, and you have to see examples of condensation. So one such an example here is frost. So here you have to see these examples are based on the temperature difference. Okay, so at what temperature which type of this condensation is happening. So when this frost is happening, like, so what are the important features of this frost? So all these are very important, and this topic is relevant from our GS paper 1 under geography. So I will let you know what is this condensation and which temperature, which type of condensation is happening. So everything that we are going to see. But here you have to see one more dimension. So this article is saying that from last 20 years, so for the first time there is no frost. So this year we are facing this problem of no frost, right? So this article is relevant from environment and ecology, which comes under GS paper 3. So what might be the reason? The reason here is due to climate change. So whenever you are writing an answer regarding this climate change and its impact, you can add that. So in the last 20 years, so this year we are not seeing frost in this Idukki, okay, in this hill station. So this is also one impact of climate change. So this climate change is also affecting tourism industry. Okay, so it is also affecting tourism industry and also overall economic growth. It is also affecting overall It is also affecting overall economy growth. Okay, so in this way this article is relevant from different subjects. So now let us see the notes of this article. So I came up with the notes. So why it is in news? Yes, in this Munnar hill station in Kerala's Idukki district, for the first time there is no usual winter frost. So climatologists are saying that winter season undergone a change in this Munnar. Okay, so regular winter season typically begins in the end of November with cold intensifying with the first week of January, but this year there is no frost. Okay, extreme cold were completely absent in this Munnar hill station. So here why there is no frost? So frost, this term is related to condensation. So condensation is nothing but whatever the water vapor is there, that is water in the vapor form or gaseous form, it is converting into liquid form, that is called as condensation. So condensation is caused by the loss of heat. So how it is happening? So I will tell you like basic example that you will be seeing in your home. So whenever you started boiling of water, so you will be seeing like some smoke or some water vapor, it is going up. Okay. So if you are placing a lid on the vessel, what happened? The lid will be like cool, and the water vapor is coming and touching this lid. Whenever it is touching the lid, it is losing the temperature, and again that gaseous liquid is returning into this liquid form. So here there is a boiling water, you are boiling the water. Okay. So whenever you are placing a lid here, so lid is a cool surface. So whenever this water vapor touches this cool object, then what happens? So it will be losing the heat, that is called as latent heat of condensation, and finally that will be forming into liquid. So if we are talking about the forms of condensation, so condensation can be classified based on two things. So one is temperature at which the dew point is reached. So like it is lower than the freezing point, and whenever there is higher than the freezing point. So frost, snow and some clouds like cirrus clouds, they are produced when the temperature is lower than the freezing point. And when the temperature is higher than the freezing point, dew will be formed, fog will be formed and clouds will be formed. And if we are talking about forms of condensation, so they can be also classified on basis of their location. For example, if they are located near the earth's surface or whenever they are in the free air. So whenever they are in the free air, so we see formation of clouds. Whenever they are in the near the ground, we have fog, mist, frost and as well as dew. So what is this frost? So frost forms on a very cold surfaces when condensation takes place below freezing point. That means 0 degrees. If the temperature is less than 0 degrees, then we can see the formation of this frost. And the excess moisture is deposited in the form of minute ice crystals instead of water droplets. So we are not going to see the water droplets here, but instead we can see very minute ice crystals. So this is called as frost. So what are the ideal conditions for the formation of frost? So for the formation of frost here, we need some conditions like the temperature should be below freezing point, that is in the minus degree centigrade. So now let us see next topic. So in this news page, I found nothing much relevant. Okay, here you can see one article, that is CBI coordinates return of two Interpol red notice subjects. So there are two persons, so one is in Mumbai, okay, and another more person is in Kerala, okay. So they got this red notice and they are going to be released, okay. So one is from UAE and one is from China. So you have to see what is this red notice and what are this Interpol red notices. So there may be the question which can be appeared in your prelims regarding this notices of Interpol. So if you see why it is in news, CBI, that is Central Bureau of Investigation, has coordinated the return of two Interpol red notice subjects, and those are from one from UAE and another from China. So what is this Interpol? Interpol serves as a vital information sharing network, and it is focusing on national police forces to combat transnational crimes. And if you are talking about Interpol, it issues notices to member states for missing or wanted persons, which while not mandatory for the states to follow. Okay. So here, who is the requesting authority? So notices issued in the request of the member countries Interpol National Center Bureau, and at the request of international criminal tribunals and international criminal court. Okay, whenever they are requesting, they can issue this notices. And also at the request of United Nations also, here there will be issuing of notices. So here we have different notices here. So first one is red notice. It is for wanted persons. And Interpol can also give yellow notice for missing persons, and blue notice for additional information, and black notice for unidentified bodies. So for unidentified bodies, black notice will be given, and green notice for warnings and intelligence, and orange notice for imminent threat, purple notice for modus operandi. Okay, so these are the some important notices which will be given by this Interpol, and it is very important. And now let us move back to our page, okay, of Hindu. And here also I found nothing much important. And here in this page number 8, you can see there are two articles which are important. So first let us see this small article. So 6 killed, 1 injured in chemical factory fire near Jaipur. So this article says that fire happened. Okay, fire broke out in a chemical factory, and that led to killing of 6 people and as well as 1 person injured. So this article is important from a topic called as industrial disaster. So this article is important from your disaster management, which comes under GS paper 3. So this article is very important because industrial disaster is part of your syllabus. You have to see like what are the reasons for this industrial disaster. So what are the measures can be taken and what are your way forward. That's it. And you can see like which are the examples of this industrial disasters, like for example Bhopal gas tragedy, Chernobyl nuclear disaster. So those are some examples of this industrial disasters. The next topic it is about Navy steps up whistle amid piracy threat. So what happened recently? One operation done by India, that is Operation Sankalp. So it has been 100 days completed when we came up with this operation, and this operation is very successful. And the recent attack or the right here, around 35 pirates were brought up. Okay, so this article is important and we are going to see this article in detail. And especially piracy and piracy related issues is very important, and there is a high chance of getting question regarding Gulf of Aden, okay, Persian Gulf and Strait of Hormuz, etc. in this AR prelims from map. So you have to focus on this map. So now let us see context. Context says that around 35 pirates brought to land from the high sea have been handed over to Mumbai police. So now they are under control of Mumbai police. Crew of MV Ruin reinstated and the ship has hoisted the flag of Malta. So after this pirates, they entered and they occupied the ship, so they hoisted the flag of Malta. But under this Operation Sankalp in Gulf of Aden, so which involved over 5,000 personnel and 21 ships and 900 hours of flying, which completes 100 days. So this is one achievement that I can say here. So if you see the details about 35 pirates, so who were apprehended from pirate vessel Ruin. So during a 40-hour operation last week, so they were brought to Mumbai and they handed over to the police for prosecution. And also announced that Navy's maritime security operations under the aegis of this Operation Sankalp in Gulf of Aden had done with 100 days. So we're talking about what is this Operation Sankalp. So to ensure safety and security of Indian vessels, and Indian Navy initiated this Operation Sankalp in Persian Gulf and as well as Gulf of Oman. So the operation was initiated in response to rising tensions. So because of this Israel-Palestine issue, Yemen, which started supporting Iran, right? So Houthis, they are from Yemen and they started attacking the ships that are moving in this region. So this operation was initiated in the response of rising tensions in this Gulf of Oman. So even 2 oil tankers were recently targeted. And if you see the map here, so this part we are seeing here. So here we have Iran, here we have Iraq, here we have Persian Gulf, okay, and here we have Strait of Hormuz, and here we have Gulf of Oman. So these are some important map locations that you have to see. And now let us move on to our Hindu page. So here you can see like one important drug, that is anti-TB drugs. So activist writes to PM highlighting the shortage of vital anti-TB drugs. So actually we have an ambition of eliminating this TB, that is National TB Elimination Program. Okay, so we have this target of elimination of TB, that is National TB Elimination Program. But what happens if you want to eliminate this? So we need to have the proper supply of drugs. But the problem is there is no proper supply of this anti-TB drugs. Okay, so which is very much helpful for this DOTS therapy. Okay, so that is the thing which mainly said. And here you have to see some dimensions. This article is talking about tuberculosis. So from science and technology point of view, you have to see this topic from diseases. You have to see like which is the causative organism. Okay, that is bacteria, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. And you have to see like signs and the symptoms. You have to see like what is the treatment, and you have to see the drugs, like which are the first line drugs and which are the second line drugs. And you have to see like what are the measures came up by the government and what are the schemes and policies regarding this TB. And you have to see like in treatment which are the anti-TB drugs that we are using. So these are some important dimensions that you have to see from this article point of view. Yes, now let us go on and let us directly move on to the science page. So here there is one article, that is anemia prevalence in 8 states found to be overestimated. So this article is talking about anemia. So let us see the dimensions. Anemia. So anemia is a condition, we can say there is low hemoglobin levels. Okay, so why hemoglobin is responsible or important? So hemoglobin is responsible for carrying of oxygen to the blood cells. So whenever there is decreasing of this hemoglobin, then oxygen carrying capacity will be decreased. Okay, that is one important reason we have to maintain proper hemoglobin level. So if you are having hemoglobin level less, you will be seeing like giddiness, and you will be getting like, you will be feeling lethargy, and you will be not willing to do anything. You will be feeling very, very sick. Okay, so that is the reason for this low hemoglobin level. So here you have to see what is this anemia, and you have to see what is the impact of anemia, and even what are the reasons for this anemia, and you have to see what are the measures taken by government. For example, we have number of schemes. We have to see those schemes, and you have to tell way forward what can be done. So all these are the important dimensions that you have to see. So now let us see this article in detail. So context says that overall prevalence, that is prevalence of this iron deficiency anemia. So anemia is caused by different reasons like decreased iron, okay, that is iron deficiency anemia, and even because of decreasing of folic acid, etc. also we can get this anemia. So this article is talking about iron deficiency anemia. It was just 18.4% and was highest among adolescent girls. So in adolescent girls here, we can see this iron deficiency anemia is high. It is about 31.5%, and even adult women it is 27.7%, and elderly women it is 13.6%. Okay, so these are anemic women, and only about third was due to iron deficiency. So the important reason behind this anemia is iron deficiency. So if you see the details, it says that, so the study which conducted across the states in India, so there are about 4,613 participants they followed, okay, and adolescents are around 647 girls and 647 boys, and 931 women and 927 men. So that data is not required. And here you can see here, so these are the participants who did this test, everything. And if you're talking about some facts regarding this anemia, so it is nothing but whenever there is decreased RBC or decreased oxygen carrying capacity to meet daily physiologic needs, okay, so this RBC can be varied from one person to another person, like based on the age, based on the sex, based on smoking factor or pregnancy status. So in pregnancy, for sure, what happens, the blood will be given from the mother to the fetus. So at that time compulsory anemia will be there for women, and they have to rule out this anemia. And if you are talking about what are the causes for this anemia, so first one is iron deficiency, and next one is folic acid deficiency or vitamin B12 deficiency or even vitamin A deficiency, and even whenever there is chronic inflammation in the body, and if there is any parasitic infections and any disorders, so that will cause anemia. And if you are talking about status of anemia in India, so here anemia, it is very much prevalent in 6 groups of people as per National Health Family Survey, that is 25% in men and 57% in women, 31% in adolescent boys and 59% in adolescent girls. So in which area we can see high, that is in adolescent girls, and 52% in pregnant women. So here you have to see like what are the initiatives taken by the government to tackle this anemia. So first one is Anemia Mukt Bharat. So this scheme, it was launched in year 2018 as part of intensified National Iron Plus Initiative program, and is focusing on anemia. And this one is targeted groups or children and as well as adolescent girls, boys, women of reproductive age, and pregnant and lactating women. And next one here is weekly iron and folic acid supplementation. So this program came up by government to meet challenge of high prevalence and incidence of anemia amongst adolescent girls and boys. And even there will be weekly injection of folic acid tablet also. And next one is operationalization of blood bank. So in district hospitals and blood storage units in sub-district facilities like subdivision hospital, community health center is being taken to tackle complications due to this severe anemia. And this one is Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan. So it has been launched to focus on conducting special ANC checkup, okay, antenatal care, okay, and on 9th of every month, which will be helpful for people, okay, especially after delivery. And this one is for medical officers, for obstetricians to detect and to treat the cases of anemia. So these all the steps which are mainly taken by the government to control this anemia in our country. And now let us move back to our page. So here there is one article which is about the model suggests Europa's icy crust at least 20 kilometers thick. So scientists have estimated that icy crust of Jupiter's moon, that is Europa. So Europa is moon of Jupiter. On this moon of Jupiter, at least 20 kilometers thick ice will be there. Okay, so it is the stimulating factor for multiple ring impact structures. Okay, so and this Europa's having different ice shell thickness and thermal gradients as well. So these are the things which mainly found by the recent mission, and the future mission we are going to see the further space related information. So this is also very important. Europa is satellite of, okay, so Europa is satellite of which planet? It is Jupiter, or the moon of this Jupiter. And next topic here is artificial intelligence help classify neem fruits based on azadirachtin content. Okay, so actually the neem scientific name is Azadirachta indica. So here now we are going to classify the fruits of neem based on this azadirachtin. So actually neem oil is very much famous for this antibiotic, and it is used in this organic farming, right? So here we have to know like one more advantage of artificial intelligence, or one more application here is we can use this artificial intelligence for classifying of neem fruits as well. Okay, so these are the very important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. And if you want to take offline coaching, admissions are in progress, so you can come to office and you can get the details, and later on you can take the admissions. And the address here is 9 East Steel Bridge, pillar number 36, and Rathods Eyes is there on 3rd and 4th floor. Okay, so exactly opposite to Vijaya Medicals. So where can you get the notes of this class? So here in this Rathods IS Telegram channel you can get the notes of this class, and you can easily download the notes here. And this is our website, Rathods IS Academy website. So please do subscribe to this Rathods IS Academy. So it is a YouTube channel, so please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. And this is our website, Rathods IS Academy website. And prelims is very much near. If you are facing problem in any subjects like history, geography, environment and ecology, science and technology, okay, economy, so take the courses which we are offering in this Rathods IS. So these are the recorded classes with basic to advanced level. Okay, and the price is also very much affordable, so you can take these courses. Clear? So this is about this topic and today's analysis. And if you want to talk to me directly, you can call me on this number 8074765513 regarding the courses, or if you want to take any offline admission, so you can contact me on this number. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Thank you so much for watching.